Bishop Michael, you know, we know that pornography is there and it is having an impact whether we like it or not. Do we not just have to accept that it needs to be discussed in schools as part of that sex education?
Well, yes, but I think this is not just a question about abstractions needs to be discussed or we need to have it. I mean, how do we do it? And the first thing is that in the question about relationships and sex education, I would put it that way around, actually, by the way, parents and schools need to agree what should be taught. I mean, parents are very important here in the growing up of their children, in the formation of their minds.
But specifically, we'll go into parents in a bit more detail. Should schools be discussing it? And should, for example, they have a moral message about pornography, whether it's morally acceptable or not?
Well, yes, I mean, I think schools should be discussing, as Zoe has said, the full range of what people can experience in life. But this has to be agreed with parents. I mean, there's no problem about this. A good school will agree such a delivery of a course with parents. But of course, what is then taught, and I would put relationships first. I mean, I think there are three things that they should know about at home or in school. One, that it can be addictive. I mean, once you get hooked onto it, then you go on to more and more hardcore material. Secondly, there is now research from America and indeed here that it can be imitative, that it can lead to imitating behavior that people have seen. Now, what they can see on the internet is pretty horrendous. And thirdly, of course, it is the commodification of sex, the abuse of women, particularly, not only, but particularly that, and they ought to be aware of this.
There are things like drink, which is not illegal, but has huge social consequences. How do you talk about porn? Should you be talking about abstinence or something more qualified, Bishop Michael?
Well, the word pornography means evil right. I mean, that's what it means, the writing of evil. Now, you can extend that to pictures and so forth. This is very different from art. It is very different from guidance.
Do you regard pornography as evil?
Pornography, yes, that is what it means.